I watch every episode of Ozarks. I am fully caught up on the Ozarks, Jason Bateman, everyone else. I don't know anybody else's real name. So let's just go with that. Jason Bateman show. Watching it, because I watched it obviously, but I never got past episode 9. I don't know why. It's a very heavy show. Like, it's heavy. You have to be in the right mood for it because it is heavy. Like, it's not really any humor in it. So you have to, it's a heavy show. um, but, okay. I hate Wendy. I hate Wendy. Wendy is the worst character I've seen in a long time. She's not as bad as Skylar, but she's up there, bro. She's up there. She might be as bad as Skylar. Because at one point, Skylar was just complicit. Wendy, everything that happens is her fault. Everything that happens is Wendy's fault. And in the end, they was going to go back to Chicago because I'm just on part 1. Part 2 hasn't come out yet. Probably going to come out like November, around Thanksgiving maybe. But she was having an affair. And so he's a money launderer. So, I mean, yeah. But she was having an affair. She knew what it was. Like, she knows everything. She knows about the business. So, that she was having an affair. And some stuff happened. They were skimming, to save his life. He had to repay them. But the other people took. So, he's going to, like, mortgage his home, do all this stuff to pay them back. She empties the bank account, which makes this trust make it seem like they're going to run. She knows what he's doing, what he's trying to do. She's selfish and was going to just do that. So now they stuck together. And then now we're in the Ozarks. And it's very much still Jason Bateman show. And it does a subtle shift. And now all of a sudden, like, they go from that to dealing with heroin, to dealing with casinos, to dealing with hotel and casinos, to dealing with heroin, to dealing with pharmaceutical company, to dealing with legitimate business, to dealing with bringing the drug cartel leader across the border, making him clean, to like having to deal with the FBI. And Wendy is at fault for all of this stuff. Now, stuff is progressing. Every person that's like a shocking death, like, wow, they killed them off. Wendy's fault. Wendy killed Ruth's father. She killed her brother. She basically had Darlene killed. She had Helen killed. She had to keep going. She had like Ruth killed her uncles. That wasn't on Wendy. Like pretty much like the sheriff, that wasn't on Wendy. Helen for sure felt like was. Darlene for sure I feel like was. Wyatt, no, he's a casualty. Okay, I'll take Darlene off. Now I don't think about it. I'll take Darlene off. But they were gonna run away. They were gonna run. Dude, this man had a plane. Jason Bateman had a plane. Not a plan. Yeah, he had that too. But he had a plane set up to dip. He set Ruth up to be in charge. And what did Wendy do? She told him right to his face, no. And also, so now they're in deeper. Wendy told the kids about the business. So that has ramifications they're still dealing with, because now Jonah's money laundering and she's still arguing. It's like, dude, if you never told them, at some point they would have figured it out. They would have found out. You don't have to tell them. Like, just right out loud the back, tell them. And she only told them to turn them against Jason Bateman, which actually came up because Charlotte was like, is this why you told us we could turn on Dad? And then he just looked at her like, was it? And with the son, he's money laundering. Like, he found out that she had her brother killed, his uncle. This chick, in order to keep everybody close and make sure, because she was pissed she was mad at Jonah, because Jonah was mad at her for killing his uncle, her brother. Let that sink in for you, bro. She's mad at Jonah because Jonah's mad at her for having her brother killed. Why are you mad at him? Because you killed somebody. You killed your brother, his uncle. and like, and so she sets him up basically to go to jail. And it was like, he'll never see a minute in jail. You both know that. I don't know that. He didn't know that. Clearly, Jason Bateman didn't know that. And he figured it out too when he helped him out with the discrepancy. And when it all went down with her brother, she's sitting there crying and boo-hooing. She left him at a restaurant like you leave a dog on the side of the road. Like they left Lotso Bear and Toy Story on the side of the road. And like she's doing all this crying. Like, am I supposed to feel sorry about this person that's having her brother killed when she could just have him go back, be recommitted? Just put him back in the hospital. Put him back with his dad. Who's gonna think to go look for your dad? Send him off to like Timbuktu. I never felt sorry for Wendy. There's no way I could sit here and feel sorry for Wendy. Everything that happened, like she pitting people against each other, and it just doesn't ever work out in her favor. Like that one part where she's making all these moves with Helen because, Helen got in her head about being a woman and being tough and being a girl boss and blah, 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 blah. The whole time she's not even her own boss. She making these moves, and then he's like, yo, we shouldn't do this casino. And he's like, oh, it's a good idea. We can launch, blah, blah, blah. Boom. FBI is now in the front door. FBI is working with them. FBI is like their silent partner, but also not so silent. And I'm sitting there like, dude, everything that's happened is because of Wendy. Every bad thing that's happened is because of Wendy. Like, never mind that they already work for the cartel. Everything that's happened is because of Wendy. And it trips me out that the show finds little ways to make us feel sorry for Wendy when she's the catalyst for all of this shit that's gonna happen. And I just can't. And it seems like Charlotte's going right down the same road with Wendy. Like, Jonah's trying to do his own thing. He's trying to get out, trying to break free. Jason Bateman is stuck because that's his wife, that's his kids. He wants to keep everyone together, keeps everyone safe. But he can't do that when Wendy is hindering him at every damn step of the way. Every step of the way, he's being fought on without even knowing he's being fought on because she don't talk to him about nothing. And every time it comes up, she be like, yeah, you didn't tell me about that. I don't see how that compares. It's like, you didn't tell me you was gonna talk to him. Yeah, well, you didn't tell me you was gonna have your brother killed. Like, you didn't tell me you were gonna put the eggs in the fridge. Okay, well, you didn't tell me you having phone calls with the cartel leader. Bro, she had his secret number. Bro. Like, oh my goodness. The way they hyped up Wendy in the show, she's going to die. She's going to be unalived. It's going to be epic. And I feel like it's going to be Jonah or it's going to be Jason Bateman that do it. I think Jason Bateman might go. And maybe Jonah takes over. We'll see. Maybe Charlotte. Either way, I don't see Wendy living in the end. I think her death is going to be dramatic. And I honestly cannot wait. I am owed this. Like, dude, I can't deal with another self-righteous speech from Wendy when she's the one that's starting everything. Literally. Every time something happens, she has a self-righteous speech, and then everyone else picks up the pieces because of what she did. Everyone else has to adapt to what she did, and that's just ridiculous to me. Like, the show isn't even about Jason Bateman anymore. Like, that's what it was. And every time they show him, his character, it feels refreshing because he's not doing anything but like maintaining businesses, collecting money, doing the books, doing the numbers. Like, bro, this sounds so boring. Like, it sounds boring, but to see him in the show do it because of all the stupid shit Wendy does, it's interesting. It's interesting. Like, I really do not like Wendy. I thought 11 was bad from Stranger Things. Dude, Wendy is worse. Wendy is worse, but she's not Skyler bad, though. Oh, man. But I think I'm good now. Get it out. I hate Wendy. That'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I'm not even sure what I will be back with. I'm watching Righteous Gemstones right now. Peacemaker comes out, the finale. God, that show is so crazy. It's so beautifully crazy. John Cena, dude, John Cena should get an Emmy. I'm gonna talk about it more, but John Cena should get an Emmy for this. It's so good. But yeah, I'll be back.